Hi everyone, this is Serena from Sun Moon Tarot 222. I was pulled to do a reading tonight. The energy is a little bit tricky. We're Mercury's in retrograde, and while I don't feel it too strongly, I do feel it from a lot of people in my circle and a lot of people in my life, and I'm getting kind of strange text messages and just strange energies from people who are kind of going through stuff. And so I'm called to do this message maybe for some of those people, like if you're the listener, if you're really going through something right now that's a little bit tricky or confusing or kind of like feels like a setback, I definitely want to, I want to be here to support you in any way. And before I start pulling cards, I want to just say thank you to to um, to you for stopping by right now, but also to those who have subscribed. Like, I've just started my channel, and it's really exciting, but it's also very scary. And well, not very scary, but it's you don't when you get on here to channel, and you're not channeling with like just one person in front of you and getting that confirmation, and you're just kind of speaking like spirit's messages. You don't know exactly, there's no way of knowing that it's going to land, but you're just kind of going with it, and that's such a cool experience. But if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. And so it's just been so interesting to, see, the views and the likes and, 10 subscribers. And so I just really want to say thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting and listening. And that's really, like, to be honest, I've been on the twin flame journey for almost a year now, and if it and I've just gained so much from listening to readers, a lot of different readers on YouTube, and I really am so grateful for the guidance and the knowledge and the wisdom that I've gained from these readers. And I didn't I have only gotten a few personal readings, and I sometimes forget to like, or I don't, message right away when something resonates. And, but I really do just want to kind of give back in this way, because, I really want, to take the knowledge that I've learned. I just ended a really important cycle in my own twin flame journey right now, and the work is not over, and I'm actually really very excited about doing the work and really facing it. And but only because of where it gets me, and like, it's not like I'm not using like this connection or like squandering it in order to learn lessons, but I'm really facing it. And we can make a choice to not partake and not do the work, but when you do the work, it's so rewarding. And I just want to thank all of you, and I really want to thank all of the readers that I've listened to on YouTube for that guidance, because I've gotten really clear guidance, and I've done my best to follow it. And while I'm in separation with my twin, it doesn't like just me every day doing my work and coming more and more into my own happiness. I never thought that it was actually possible, but I'm on here today because I have been dealing with other people's energy, and don't want to turn that on myself and start feeling badly about myself, or overthinking that. I just want to move forward, and I don't want to kind of just deal with issues the same way I have before I met my twin, which is to, like, gossip or or just do things that like didn't actually help. They ended up just making me feel worse in the end. But anyways, don't want to blab on. Just really wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate you so much for just visiting and listening, and like just if I can ask you to just try and do one thing, is to just like understand that I'm all readers like kind of are in an ongoing like change process, and so if you let me just kind of experiment with things that I don't know exactly what all of this will turn into, and I channel about love, because I really feel like the divine put me on this journey for a reason, or agreed to go on this journey alongside my twin and with the divine for a reason. So and this is what this reason is. I really do feel like I've been through many challenges in my upbringing, and in my love life, and in relationships with others, and have learned a lot, and feel good about the place I'm in to come in into service. And what that looks like might not be totally clear all the time, so just like be understanding, and I just ask for your patience and your support. And thank you again so much. I can't say that enough. Okay, let's get on with the reading. So I have a bunch of cards here. I'm called to pull some oracle cards for direction. That's how I've usually been doing it, and that's been pretty good. So we have the Universal Love Oracle deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. I always use this one. I'll pull one from there, just one card, and I'll pull one card from Ancestors and Angels by Kyle Gray. And so one thing to also remember is that if this reading resonates, beautiful. If it doesn't, then don't take the message. And that's the thing about intuition and developing our intuition, even as listeners. Just like try and figure out where in your body your intuition comes from. So it could come from lots of different places in our body, and so just tapping in and seeing where it's coming from is will help you know whether a message actually really does resonate or not, or if it's rather than just your logical brain. I know that it's like easier said than done, but it's certainly a process, and it's a really cool process once you realize that something is right for you. So what spirit is, and I can go more into how like I develop my intuition, how I am developing my intuition and my gifts, and connecting with my higher self right now. So I'm just trying to focus on one guide, and right now I'm focused on connecting with my higher self. And once I really feel like that's I've kind of been doing, I kind of, I don't know, conquered is the wrong word, but accomplished that, then maybe I'll tap into connecting with another guide. Okay, so what's one Universal Love Oracle card? Beautiful. I love this card. Golden Path. Okay, so what this card is that a lot of the struggle, for whoever this is for, a lot of the struggle is somewhat behind you. So you've done some work, you've made some discoveries, you've learned some lessons. Not to say that all the lessons are learned, right? But you've learned something. There's something that has been kind of completed. Like you're off the mountain a little bit, and you are now just like walking. Like this is like the yellow brick road. Along the path, there's going to be challenges that come up, but as long as you just remember that you just have to walk it, it's kind of already laid out for you, right? Your destiny, your just kind of your path, what you are meant to do on this earth is, or in this lifetime, is kind of already laid out. And of course, we have free will, and even our free will and those decisions that we make along the way is our golden path. So this is a very clear message to whoever's watching that if you are worried or anxious about the direction of your life, and maybe like the word control comes to my head, like you're trying to control all of these factors and you're trying to kind of manipulate things into coming into fruition, or overthinking things and just trying too hard to make things happen, that this is a reminder that, well, your path is already laid out, so you might as well just walk on it. And whatever comes your way, it's like, let's cross that bridge when we get there. Let's not overthink it and try and deal with a problem before it's even a problem. Let's just handle that when we get to it. That's great. So what's one message from our angels and ancestors? So this is Mother Earth, and the message here is feel loved and comforted. So Spirit is saying in both of these messages that the earth, the divine has got you, and you are protected, you are loved. There's earth elements in both of these. Path is earth, just walking along, making contact with the earth, not running, not jumping, not skipping, but just walking and planting your feet one foot in front of the other. And Mother Earth saying if you just surrender and let things be, you will feel how comforted and loved you are by this earth. This earth has your back. This universe has your back. You are protected. You are loved. You are comforted. Somebody could be pregnant. Somebody could be just struggling with motherhood right now, or maybe somebody has lost a mother. I'm seeing kind of some constellations up here, and so my heart goes out to you if you're dealing with that. I don't know who that message was for, but also know this could be a message from a mother figure who has passed, or this could be, just a shout out to mothers. So it's just the overall message is don't worry and just go forth. This is really beautiful. Okay. And that's why I love the Universal Love Oracle deck, because it's not, of course I love my Romance Angels cards and just very love specific messages, but this is universal love. So there's something that's connected, and I'm being guided to point this out. I love readings. I love twin flame readings. Most of my readings are, for the divine masculine, divine feminine. However, there's so much more to the journey than these just individual, very specific experiences that we're having with our twin. It has so much more to do with life lessons and really coming into our own sense of feeling loved and comforted and safe on this planet. The twin flame journey, as we know, can feel very, very lonely and isolating and scary, and this is a message even though there's not a bunch of hearts, it's just comforting you and saying that you're loved and taken care of. So that's really beautiful. So where do I go from here? Okay. So let's look at the connective energy, and we're going to put this over here. Let's look at the connective energy between you and your person. What are you both feeling? What is the energy that you share about the connection? So this could be a twin flame. This could be a divine partnership. Oh my gosh, I have to just show you now. It's the Two of Cups, so it's a spiritual union. So anyways, this could be for soulmates. This could be for anybody that you're thinking of, even somebody who's passed on that you feel really disconnected from because they're no longer on this earth. That this is a message for you as well. So really anybody that you're thinking of. If twin flame messages come out, then I'll definitely talk about them. I mean, obviously, not obviously. For me, this definitely is. So this is a Two of Cups. This is a twin flame card for me, and this is really highlighting the spiritual union. So whoever is watching this and is resonating with this message, this is a message to you that's saying you are both in this Two of Cups energy. Oh my gosh. I'm just getting a very giddy feeling. So you're both in this, just, maybe you're not connected in the 3D. Maybe something, who knows what else will come out in this reading, but this could be very much in the 5D. You could be feeling it very much in your heart space since it's cups, but these two are just in this picture. I think it's such a beautiful, lovely couple in this drawing, and this picture is just they're looking into each other's eyes, and they're sharing the same cup, and they're just illuminated on so many different levels here. So beautiful. So it's the connective energy. So what you two are sharing. What's another message? I can't believe that's the first thing that came out. Okay, we have the Judgment card. So Judgment has been coming out a lot in my readings. In my twin flame readings, so something that's more energy that's connecting you is that this connection is a divine connection. It is orchestrated by the angels and the divine. It is it's just meant to be, and it's a connection that is, it's clarifying the Two of Cups spiritual union card, that even though things might look crazy on the outside or in the 3D, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter that this connection is meant to be. So if you were questioning this connection at all, just by these two cards jumping out, you don't have to be worried about this connection whatsoever. So what does we have Mystic Moon Oracle cards. What else can we learn about the connective energy, about how you both are feeling about this connection? Oh my God, are you kidding me? I am so, this is so beautiful. If you were doubting this connection, I am gonna cry. If you were doubting this connection at all, I swear to you guys, I am shuffling. I will even shuffle more visibly. I am not even the Two of Cups, the Judgment card, and then the Twin Flame card. So both of you are just so incredibly aware of this connection on a deep spiritual level. I am speechless. No wonder Spirit is honestly, just walk the path and feel loved and comforted, because you are you are on the right path. This is all happening for a reason. This is like divinely guided. I can't even, like, I'm going to shuffle out here because I don't know if you guys are going to believe me with all of this. So one flipped over. We have lessons. Okay, that's beautiful. So there's so much like illumination and fire in this reading. And so the reason why this is the connective energy, why this connective energy is so like just, it's so spiritual and so like just 100% like there, like there's like this awareness, is because both of you are looking at what you've learned in this connection, what this connection has taught you. Like, maybe you've been in love before. Maybe you've had a very strong love connection, but that connection, while it was still like so deep and so real for you, maybe it wasn't like so profound that it taught you tons of lessons, like things that you needed to know about yourself, things that you needed to really work through. And this is what I was talking about just like briefly before, is that I'm just so grateful for this journey, because it has, while it's so difficult, it has just taught me so much, and just the lessons are just so worth it. You know, oh my goodness. What else do we have, Spirit, for the connective energy? We have whoever this is for, this is the most beautiful energy I have ever, oh my gosh, in personal readings and like general readings, like this is unbelievable. We have spiritual union, we have judgment, we have the twin flame card, we have the lessons, and now we have commitment. So this commitment card is like very white. It's, you know, there's a wedding ring. So like both of you are just feeling union. You're feeling togetherness. Like you're so appreciative of what you've learned thus far about yourselves. And it seems like the lessons that you've been learning have just been clearing away all of the like blocks and barriers to really like thinking that this would ever be something that could happen. I don't know. This energy is beautiful. I don't, you know, we have to pull for action, and like if you're watching this, you could still very well be like, you know, well, this is all well and good, but you know, is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? And I totally understand that. But the connective energy right now is that you are both feeling this connection like hard. And like, I don't know, I can even just stop it right here. And like the overall message from the divine is just like, here are the signs that you are on the right path, you're being divinely guided, you're learning your lessons, you're fighting, you know, you're dealing with the obstacles and challenges that you come up with right away, and you're dealing with it, and like you're doing it because like you really honestly trust that all is going to be well. And I don't even know what else to pull. I'm going to pull something, but this is amazing. I don't even want to move this. Like, this is incredible. But I'm going to move this. And we're going to put these back. So all of you twins out there, this reading is clearly for you. Like, this is a twin flame reading. And bottom of the deck is 6 of Cups. So you two are thinking about this. You are in your feels. you're just like thinking about the beauty and the union and like just feeling it on a deep level. And that was surely a confirmation that if you were confused about, or if you were doubting the twin flame connection, that, you know, that was a sign. And thank you, Mystic Moon, for having a twin flame card in your deck, so we could just always be totally sure that that's what it is, because we always are just like doubting and dying to know for sure. But you know, we gotta trust, walk the path. Anyways, so what is the overall energy? Like, I'm just gonna go in for what's the overall energy for the masculine? So well, how about what is the masculine feeling about this connection? We have the Ace of Cups. You've got to be kidding me. So like, whoever this is for, the Divine Masculine is feeling just like this is the beginning of something so beautiful. Like, this has to be somebody this has to be for like twin flames who are coming into union like right now or super quick. And I know that other readers have really seen union in their readings. And like, we haven't pulled action yet, but this is like, that's the first card for the Divine Masculine. I am telling you, I'm shuffling on camera so you all can see. What is this Ace of Cups here, Spirit? Oh my gosh, that's so many cards. Okay. One card, Spirit. There's Ace of Cups for the Divine Masculine's heart space. Okay. We have the Emperor. Okay? So, there's something about this new beginning in love that is really making the Divine Masculine feel like completely in his power. Like, the Divine Feminine, you are really making the masculine think about, or just like feel so like in his, like, he's got his mojo. Like, he's like, I am the counterpart. This is the Divine Masculine card. Like, I am this person's counterpart. I know my role. I'm so comfortable. Like, I just see so much potential. I have found my person. Like, deep down in their heart, they're like, they're just feeling powerful and on their game. I swear. Just like, when the Divine Masculine is feeling that way and the Divine Feminine is feeling in the Empress energy, it's like, there's no denying it. Like, everybody's just doing what they need to do, walking the path. So, Twin Flame Oracle cards. Devotion. Oh, he is so devoted to you, Divine Feminine. Honestly, I am tapping into somebody's, like, this is beautiful. So, what else do we have here, Spirit? So we have winter. So that's really interesting. So, no, it's actually not interesting. So here in New York City, I live in New York City, it's still winter. There's snow on the ground. So wherever there is winter, like in the States, we're just kind of getting out of winter. Actually, today was really beautiful. It was actually 48 degrees, so we're kind of moving into spring. Like, this is really indicating that, this is like really showing that union is happening now. Just right now. Right now. What else? I cannot. Are you serious? Is there going to be an offer in the winter? Like, what? What is this offer about, Spirit? You guys, like, I'm really trying to, like, separation. Holy moly, what happened? Okay. So, they are either done with separation. They have realized that like there's just so much abundance and like overflowing like emotion and like power in this connection. They're so extremely devoted to this. This is what they feel in their heart space. Winter can also indicate like, okay, one story is that there's an offer that like union is happening now, like in the winter, or like they're just done with separation. And they're done with separation, and they're ready to make an offer. Or the winter could actually symbolize like a stuck, not moving forward. Although they want to make an offer, they're still in separation. Let's clarify separation. Spirit, what is this separation about? They're bound. Oh my gosh, this is an exciting reading here. Okay, so even though like there's this really abundant, beautiful, devoted, loving, just overflowing energy of love, there's something that's still holding them back. Why are they bound? What is this? And they're needing to take a pause. Okay, so it's almost like their heart, the feelings in their heart are so overwhelming that this is a person I honestly feel it's so overwhelming that they get scared and they run into like a wall almost. And it's like, they could just go ahead and make the offer, but something is stopping them. Something is binding them. There's a reason why you're still separated. So what is binding them, and what is this pause about? Because the other energy is like clearly still there. We have stuck now. So this is like not only are they bound and they're taking a pause in the spiritual world, this looks like, kind of like the devil. And then this looks like more in their spiritual world. And she's holding like the sun in her hands. She has the power. But this also could signify the stuck card. This is like a truck stuck in the mud. There's something here about like also having like a barrier or being stuck in the material world. I'm gonna pull another card because like all of these energies are really similar. So what is this bound, pause, and stuck energy about? Summer. Okay, so this is getting really, really interesting. So what I'm seeing is that there's something here about just like needing more time. Like they could be so scared. They could be like just questioning this, much like I'm questioning it by like pulling all of these cards. But we're not, like, Spirit's not telling us what this person is feeling about like the offer that they want to make. They do want to make an offer, or there's something here that's like really clearly showing that like how strongly they feel, but then it just gets stuck. And maybe they just don't see how it's going to happen until the storm passes, until winter kind of and spring kind of turns, like the seasons turn and it turns into summer. So what's this summer card about? And I'm sorry to keep on pulling, but like this is like really interesting. And so now we have commitment again. So I'm just seeing like there's no doubt about it, in their heart they really see so much potential. It's just that there are some things that they have to work out, and it's not totally the right time right now. But as we saw in the connective energy between you two, that there's this awareness. I don't even need to repeat it. And then we have summer, and then we have commitment. Wow. Okay. that was really, like, that really took a turn. I'm going to put all of these cards back. See, I swear I wasn't making, like, I wasn't making it up. So what is in the feminine's heart space? What's the feminine's heart space? Okay, so we have hope. This is the star card. And so when I see the star card, I think right away of like manifestation and wishing upon a star and looking up and not looking down, but really staying positive, really staying optimistic about the connection and the potential that it has, like despite what is going on, despite how stuck they are, what's going on in the material world. And this could also be about your life, about the feminine's life, just like everything is about now looking up. Like you've learned lessons, you are so grateful for the connection you see with the connections, what you know that it's divinely guided, and now you're just wishing for the best, really. So what's another card for the feminine's heart space? So we have two that came out. We have the Death card and we have the King of Pentacles. So you could be an earth sign, divine feminines, or you could be dealing with an earth sign. We have a major arcana, which is the Death card. So it really looks like here that you are letting something die. You are completely fine with ending something. And that is like really having you like have a different outlook, not only on the value that you bring the world, like your stature and your power, but also like you're seeing your masculine in a new light is what I'm seeing. Like you're just like there's just like this fresh like new lease on life, where maybe before, while you were like learning the lessons, like in the midst of actually like learning the lessons in the obstacles and kind of in the kind of mire of it, maybe you didn't see your masculine in this way, but like you're seeing your masculine, who could be a Scorpio or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but doesn't have to be. And it doesn't have to be a Scorpio either, but I just want to call it out. You could be seeing them in a new light, or like the lessons that you're learning could really have you in your King of Pentacles energy, which is like just a very stable energy. Or you're just like, you know, honestly, the stronger message is that like you're seeing your masculine this way, and it's like, all right, masculine, like I've come out on top. I have learned my lessons, and whatever you need to do is what you need to do. That's what I'm getting. Like you just, you know, you're like, you of course still care, but you have a new lease on life because you let something die and you let something kind of be reborn. And I really think it's your outlook on the situation and your outlook on your masculine, like almost like definitely you still care, but you're like, go through whatever you need to go through. I know I kind of already said that, but like maybe I needed to say it again for somebody. So we have observer, okay? So you're really okay, feminine, with letting things be unknown. And that this is like going off of this King of Pentacles energy here, where this is the way that you're seeing your masculine. But like, it's okay that you don't know exactly what's going to happen with the connection. This is really beautiful. I'm just getting a really strong message that you have let go of the outcome, and now you're like in an observer state where you're like observing what's happening with your masculine, you're observing what's happening for yourself in your own life, and you're not worried about what's going to happen. You're just walking the path. There's a question mark here. You don't necessarily know what's going to come, but you're not afraid of finding out. And this is like a really dark looking card, but I actually think that this is a really, really great energy to be in, because the observer is not taking an emotion and making a story out of it. I think that's where, actually I won't go on and on. Spirit is just telling me to stop there. Okay. Then we have healing. Amazing. So again, like, you're sitting in this just like you're also sitting in your power. And you're letting yourself learn the lessons, and you're letting yourself heal. So what else is the Divine Feminine's energy? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, Divine Feminines. So you could be really, I'm thinking of the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey. And I'm thinking of this movie because the premise of the movie is that he always said no. He always closed himself off to things. He didn't try new things. He wanted to stay stuck, and he wanted to stay fearful. I don't know, Spirit's just like making me think of that movie, and it, as it pertains to Divine Feminine energy, because you're down, you're ready, you're ready for whatever is gonna come your way. That's honestly what I see. But what I want to see if we can clarify. What is the answer? Is yes. About shadow work. Yeah, okay. So you're observing, and you're open to letting things end and letting things die. You're such in your power, and you're letting your masculine be there and be in his power, but you're not pushing him, and you're ready to take on any challenge that comes your way. And it could be about yourself. It could be about what you are really still really diving in and wanting to really just learn about you and get to the next level. Because once we do shadow work and figure out what is stopping us, and what is stopping us that doesn't that's not actually real. And what I mean by real is that we just kind of make it up somewhere in our emotional body, somewhere in our mental space, somewhere in our spiritual body. We create barriers, and we create belief systems that hold us back. And it's, I can talk about shadow work all day. I have a great suggestion for a workbook if you want to email me. By Luna and Soul. They have a really wonderful shadow work workbook on their website. So what else can we say about this? Spirit. And this is Ascension. Divine Feminines. You should be extremely, extremely proud of yourself. Not that shadow work is like a walk in the park, but it clearly you are taking it on full force, and you're definitely ascending to a higher level. Definitely. So what is this ascending card about, Spirit? So you too have experienced some pretty real things about the separation. So this is for Twin Flames who are in separation, and we saw the masculine kind of take that turn as well, everything's so great, and then walls, barriers, separation. But this separation, and just the way that you're dealing with the shadows and the obstacles and the darkness that you're coming against, that this connection is making you face, you're walking into the light. This is the hope. This is very similar to this idea of the hope card, and just looking in a new direction and looking up. Not saying that you're letting go of this connection, or maybe you are. Maybe you are letting go of this connection. We saw it confirmed that this is a twin flame connection, so you can't, I just saw 44 on the screen. This is, you can't totally ever just completely sever the connection because it's a soul connection, and it's a soul contract, and we don't have to get into that, but you are regardless just saying yes, to doing the work and to diving in and ascending and going in a new direction. I am so happy for you. At the end of the day, you know it's all gonna work out. Really. So, we saw the Divine Masculine in that stuck energy. But let's see, like, what does he want to do that he's not, so what he wants to do, I was going to ask something else, but then, I just went with it because, like, that's what came to my head, and, like, sometimes I just have to go with it, and if I overthink it, then, the messages get confusing. So the masculine is, maybe you're dealing with a masculine who is, was a little bit behind you in the sense of just not being totally tapped into maybe the concept of twin flame, but we saw that he's definitely aware of the twin flame concept now, and I know I'm saying he, but that's just how I channel. So, he's really wanting to understand. That's what I'm getting. This is also the Nine of Wands card in the traditional tarot. So there's something that he's like really gaining right now that, like, my last Divine Masculine reading was like, oh, he's so stuck in his pentacles, like so stuck in the material world. But this like group of Divine Masculines is like really like acknowledging the connection, acknowledging that they're stuck. And the Nine of Wands is like, in the traditional tarot, like wounded warrior. But John Holland points out that there's something extremely important to be gained during those hard times. And I think Rider-Waite and traditional tarot decks talk about this too, but really what is so key is like what we're talking about here, like really just coming up against the obstacles and really doing the work. And I see that they're really doing this right now. So what do they want to do? What do they want to do, Spirit? What does the masculine want to do but is not really doing? So either they're seeing you be like, maybe you're a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Maybe they're seeing you really in your, like, being assertive and establishing healthy boundaries and, speaking up for yourself in a mature and compassionate manner. Maybe like they see you doing this and they're like, I want to be like that. How does she do that? Like almost like mesmerized by the way that you like very eloquently, just kind of express what you need to express. Or maybe they're trying to do this more in their life, or they really want to, like, so they either want to acknowledge that you're doing this or they want to do this in their own life. It doesn't matter if it's a male or female. The Queen of Swords, though, is different than it's a no bullshit kind of energy. And I think it's pretty good that the masculine kind of wants to take that on. What is this Queen of Swords about? Let's pull some Twin Flame Oracles, Spiritual Strength, and Queen of Swords, because that's tough for what they want to do. So, nostalgia is like, they're wanting to tell you about like how meaningful their past experiences and moments they've shared with you really have been. And it's almost hard for them to separate themselves from these experiences. Like, they're really stuck in that. And like, this is also a message that they don't want you to forget about them. Tribe. This is really interesting. So this elephant is kind of breaking away from the other two elephants. There's something that, and this could be that they either want to break away from the people that they're in right now, that they thought they were their tribe, maybe a family situation that's holding them back, or like maybe some friends that are holding them back. Like they're like being pulled towards this like very strong spiritual connection, and they want to be honest about that. And they're really, really thinking about you and the moments that you've shared, but like they're having a hard time breaking away from the people or the circumstances that they're currently in right now. And it's really about the people that they're with and the relationships that are formed in their life right now. So another message for what do they want to do that they're not doing? Okay, so exactly. So they're settling right now. They're like settling in the life that they have formed and that they're used to, and that is really, really difficult. And they don't want to be there anymore. They want to break out of that. They want to break out. They don't want to feel like they're settling. I mean, who does? But they feel like they're settling, and they have been for a while. And you made them feel very alive, and they want you to, they want to tell you that. They really want to let you know that they're dissatisfied. Like, this elephant is really kind of depressed, and we see like this sad teddy bear here. It's just kind of like a little bit lifeless, and they're just having a hard time. This is like telling us more about why they might be stuck, that there's these barriers in the way, and so yeah. What else, Spirit, about tribe and settling? We have mask. So in their current situation, in their relationships, in their circle right now, there's a really kind of like dark and kind of dreary feeling of settling. They could be very bored. They could be very uninspired, to where they have to wear a mask. And I really do feel like this is wearing a mask in their current situation. They have to almost pretend like everything's fine. And that's what really settling is saying like, well, I don't really think I can get anything better than this, so I'm not going to try. And even though that makes me more and more unhappy by the day, by the second, I'm still going to do it, and I'm going to wear this mask. And not to say that they're not trying to get out of that energy, and I don't want to put them down. I don't want to be judgmental about the masculine and what they're not able to actually make happen in their life right now. Absolutely not. It's just that it's a shitty energy to be in, and it's shitty to have to like wear a mask in your life. And I actually my heart goes out to masculines in this situation. I've actually been in this situation before where I was actually with a karmic, and we were very close to like getting married, and I ended up leaving the relationship because I was so sick of wearing the mask. I couldn't fake it anymore, no matter how much my parents wanted me to, and no matter how much his parents wanted me to, and that like everything was great on paper and everything like looked so perfect, and we were like the couple that had everything, but nothing about it was like it was beautiful, but like it wasn't, like something was missing, and we, I had to wear a mask. It's not about me, but so compromise. So this is similar to settling. So instead of the masculine like going out and getting what he wants, he's compromising really with himself, and maybe he's compromising with a partner or with a family member as well. This could be, other relationships, maybe not just like a partner, but I'm really getting a sense that it could be a partner. Maybe this partner could be a karmic partner. Maybe they are very much aware that the divine masculine is settling and doesn't actually, his heart's not actually in this relationship, so they're both compromising and saying like, this is what it is for now, and like this is what, there's all kinds of excuses that come up, and I don't really know why I'm saying this, I'm just going with it. But there's lots of different excuses that come up for why people stay together. Maybe it's the kids, maybe it's we have a mortgage, maybe, there's just a clear awareness that we're doing this for other people and it's not about us right now, and we just have to do this right now. Or maybe somebody is trying to compromise with the masculine too. So what is this compromise card about? We have pause again. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know necessarily what they're going to do. And it's interesting because this, like, it just seems to me like the masculine and whoever else is in this, like, tribe of theirs is also aware of the masculine's unhappiness. And it's like, it looks like a couple. Honestly, this is what's in the cards. Not just making, excuse me. My throat's getting dry. Actually, let me take a sip of water. So, it's two people, it looks like a couple, trying to just negotiate and figure out a solution to the feeling of, like, this settling feeling, right? And so, things are on a pause. Things are on pause. So I think that's, like, Spirit bringing out the pause card again is saying, like, this is the situation. So maybe it's not such, like, a stuck, bound, like, devilish energy, but if the masculine is really having a tough time and trying to gain this spiritual strength, it's because like he's really thinking about, so his experience with the divine feminine really got him in a space of thinking like, what is really what I want, and what's like illuminated like the truth about what they actually want and where their heart is, and now it's kind of in this like stagnant place. Wow, interesting. This reading is going very long, but that's okay. I never know what's going to come out. Okay, so what is the masculine wanting to, what is the masculine needing from you? What does the masculine need from this feminine in this situation during this time? And the feminine looks like, I mean, you're good. You're just feminines watching who this is resonating for. You're good. You're walking your path. You don't even really need these messages, I feel like. You really don't. But maybe you're tuning in just to like, do a temperature check. But like whoever this feminine is, that this group of feminines, I think too, who are kind of just in that star energy and manifesting and letting things end and seeing their masculine in a wonderful light. Like, you don't actually really desperately need these messages, and that's actually a really good place to be in. So what does your masculine need from you at this time? Sacrifice. So this actually, I want to read John Holland's description really quick of this card. He has really, really great descriptions, and this is also the Hanged Man. This is also the second rainbow that's come out. So if you're seeing rainbows, that might be a sign of something. So powerful achievements are usually born as a result of great sacrifice. So this is the Hangman card in the traditional tarot. This card represents self-sacrifice in a time when you should look around your life to see what needs to be released. By surrendering and letting go, there will be more room to receive. The rewards for this are transformation, wisdom, gratitude, and enlightenment. This card signifies that there's a situation happening or about to occur in your life and you can't control the outcome. This would be a good moment to pause, rest, have patience, reflect, and meditate. It would be wise to stand back so you can learn to look at events with more understanding in an intuitive eye. So, exactly. So this is the Hangman. So this is what your masculine needs from you. So either your masculine needs space from you so he can be in the Hangman energy, or he's saying, while I'm trying to figure out my shit, you can figure out your stuff. And then once we both figure our stuff out, we can come back together. I don't know. That was pretty clear. I don't think that needs a ton of explanation. So, what does the masculine need from the feminine? Really, this is hope. Just keep on focusing up. Keep your eye on the prize. We are already together in union. We already, that was already clear. Just keep on believing and not holding on to it. Again, walk your path, surrender and let go. And so the paradox with the surrendering and letting go is that part of surrendering and letting go in the twin flame journey is completely giving in to this connection. So no longer doubting, because doubting anything in the connection is based in fear. Doubting that this is actually not a twin flame connection. Doubting that you'll ever come together is not actually, it's still focused, that's still outcome. That's still you being focused on the outcome. Sorry. So you doubting that something's going to happen is still being focused on the outcome. So it's still being focused on, well, it's not going to actually happen. I hope that makes sense. And it's not about whether or not it's going to happen. What it's about is the journey and the process and the things that you go through along the way to make you to go through the experiences that you need to go through in order to create more experiences that you want. And so just giving in, these are both cards of surrender, just completely surrender to the connection. You saw in his heart space, you saw the connective energy, there's no more doubting. This is, you're not crazy. This connection it is what it is. So you can stop being fearful and thinking that's going to happen and just walk the golden path. I hope this makes sense for you all. It's a paradox though, because how can you let go and give in all at the same time? Or if you completely say yep, this is the connection, then how is that not outcome focused, or how is like that not wishful thinking? Your twin, if your twin is your twin, then your twin is your twin. Like, there's no controlling that. Like, just give in to that, believe it, and then just go on about your business. I hope this makes sense. Please leave a comment if it does. I don't mean to yell at you, but like, he is recognizing the connection now, the divine masculine, right? So he is wanting you to also recognize the connection so you can almost like free yourself and just let new things happen and let new things come in. And once that happens, life gets a lot more beautiful. Believe me. Woo. Divine timing. Exactly. Just like the divine masculine saying, like, it's not the right time, but don't doubt anymore. Like, don't doubt this connection anymore. Doubting the connection is blocking it and still fear-based and outcome-focused. What else, Spirit, for what the divine masculine needs from the divine feminine? Another, like, hangman-y, solitude card. The divine masculine is like almost taking the lead in this situation in the 5D and saying, like, it's okay to be alone right now for some time to think and to ponder. He also needs to be alone right now. He's just asking you, like, just give me some time, because like what we both need right now is time to, like, time in the hangman state and like time to ourselves. And that's okay. Like, that is so beautiful. So what else, Spirit? But don't doubt it for a second how devoted I am to this connection. I am to you. Even reading for myself, there's so much reassurance from the divine masculine right now. The divine masculine must really be sensing that maybe you might be pulling away, but like in an angry way, and doesn't like want you to like give up on the connection or on him. So what else, Spirit? What does the divine masculine need from the divine feminine? Beautiful. Like, this is the beautiful, like, the upside or the optimistic side of the stuck card and the pause card. It's like saying, like, let things just unfold and happen the way that they're supposed to happen, and like keep the, like, she still has like a little red rose in her hand, so while you're just moving about life, walking down the golden path, like, keep the love alive in your heart. It's the only colored image in this card. Everything's black and white except for this little red rose. So let's do some pull some twin flame message cards just to get some words out. So Spirit, what does the divine masculine need from the divine feminine? What does he need her to understand? Is it possible to forgive and forget? So whatever has happened, whatever has prompted the separation, this is actually really kind of explaining why they might be really trying to reassure you that they still love you and that they still really feel deep about this connection, is because something they did they feel sorry about is kind of implicit in, is it possible to forgive and forget? So what's another message, Spirit? We have 2. How could you still love me after all I've done? And I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. Wow. Okay. So 3 very strong messages. What did this divine masculine do to you? Okay, I'm not going to say to you because we're not victims, but what did he do? Also, I want to really congratulate the divine feminine in this situation because you're still viewing your masculine in a very positive light. Maybe you just had to step away because you didn't want to wait anymore. Maybe there was nothing that was actually, maybe they didn't actually do anything, but now they're realizing that there was something that I'm kind of getting that they're looking back on what has happened. They're really thinking about it. They're really reflecting on it. And sorry about the pause. Just trying to, they're really thinking about what went wrong, maybe overthinking it a little bit, and maybe getting in their own way, because it looks like the divine feminine's like, well, whatever you want to do, I got it. I'm just going to go do my own thing. We saw that in her energy. And now the divine masculine's like, wait a minute, what did I do? Like almost in a worried sense, and like really trying to reassure you that, okay, I know that it's going to take a long time, but please don't doubt this anymore. Let's pull some final romance angel cards for this connection. So, romance angels, what are the most important messages for the listener? Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Whatever the case, you see your masculine as the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be, in reference to the tribe card and the compromise card, that it seems like the obstacles that they're going through right now isn't necessarily a love obstacle. It's a commitment obstacle. It's a commitment. So the divine masculine, this seems like a solid divine masculine who is in certain commitments right now where it's very much a material commitment. It's like very much like I'm a provider. I have to be here right now. There's no way out of this because this is what I said I was going to do. I'm committed to this. Even though I have a soul contract with you, I'm committed to that, but I'm also committed to this in the 3D. They might have kids, but they have to provide for. They might be in a job that is really taking their time. What's another message, Spirit? Healing family issues. So another card indicating that, or bringing light to that tribe card, that there's just some unfinished business there. What else, Spirit? Love yourself first. So this is clear that the masculine just really wants you to really take advantage of this time that you have to yourself and to just do whatever you need to do to be happy. That's really the message. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. The divine masculine likes when you're not totally fixated. That makes them on them. That makes them want to come closer to you. So I'm going to pull one more Love Oracle, Universal Love Oracle card for actually, let's look at what the masculine is going to do in the month of March. I pulled those message cards because it's what the masculine wants. So, since there are words on those cards, so what is the masculine going to do in the month of March, Spirit? Okay, well, he's going to let the tower fall. He's going to keep on going through what he's going through, and that could be a little bit of mirroring. The feminine is letting something die and letting cycles end, so the masculine could be doing that too, but maybe in just like a more dramatic kind of, catastrophic way. The divine feminine really looks like she's just kind of easing into it and just letting it happen. The divine masculine is like really, feeling like something is being destroyed here. Beautiful. So not only did we have the Two of Cups and the Twin Flame card and a Commitment Mystic Moon Oracle card, and we had the Queen of Swords, but now we have the King of Swords. So the divine masculine might be coming forth with some truth in the month of March, or they might just be thinking that they want to come forth with the truth. They're also thinking very logically about this situation and not necessarily rushing in with their heart. I'm actually going to pull another Rider-Waite for this. What is the masculine going to do in the month of March? There might be a little offer. They might, in their minds, feel like the only way to keep the feminine kind of around is to offer something, just come forth with some sort of something for the feminine to remember and to hang on to. So there might be communication here. What is the masculine going to do in the month of March? Another tower looking card, destruction, and the answer is no. Okay. So that could be really about I think what that's about is not letting things completely die, not letting things completely be destroyed. He doesn't want destruction, is what I'm getting. The masculine doesn't want things to be completely destroyed. He wants a compromise. Like he doesn't want to lose you. He doesn't want to completely abandon his tribe either. So he can't, like the tower, disruption and destruction is really not an option for the masculine. So what is this, the answer is no about? All these cards came out. Okay, so the answer is no, and like kind of clarifying destruction and having crossroads in the material world now is like, I very clearly see that while he understands that there needs to be a decision that's made about his the situation that he's currently going through in the material world, that he may not. There's an awareness that he has to. Great, yeah, exactly. We have understanding. This was the third card that came out. So there's an understanding that he has to make a decision, but something about making that decision is tower, is destruction, and he can't do that right now. He's thinking logically, and maybe he can make a little offer, and it looks like he is going to do that. Maybe this is just something really small, like a text message, or like a little gift, or like just some sort of acknowledgement that that this connection is something that he values and is something very real to him. And there's an understanding that he has to make a decision, that something has to end here. We saw lots of cycles, and he wants you to end cycles. He wants you to let him end cycles. But, it's not going to happen in March. Not going to happen in March. Let's pull some just last twin flame message cards from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. And this will be it. This will be it. Really hope this resonated. This is a long, long reading. So messages for the divine feminine from the divine masculine. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. So it's clear that you walked away. I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. There's a lot of regret here. One more message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. I'm sorry I couldn't do right by you. So, I'm surprised that forgiveness didn't come out for what the masculine needed from you, because clearly something happened, and we see it all through this reading that there's just such a strong bond here, but there's something holding the masculine back. We saw what that's about, and still, while they're having a tough time, they see you moving on. They still need a little bit more time, but they aren't forgetting about you, and they want to be honest with you. They really do, and they're sorry, and you're their twin, so you're their divine feminine. So, there's this confidence that they have that everything's going to be okay, and there's definitely this soul tie to you that they haven't forgotten you, and they're not going to forget you in March. So I hope this resonated. Please, please, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'm just, again, so grateful to even have gotten to this point in my own journey to come on and give back in this way, because I've just gotten so much help and guidance from readers that I really just kind of want to pay it forward and turn it into service and come into my mission. And thank you again so much, and I love you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.